Hello everybody, Andy Carlson here coming to you with the Sniper Scalping Systems recap for Thursday, May 30th. And today what we're going to focus on is the Pulse Extreme Divergence Count trade setup. In our live trade room today, these are the trades that I executed. I executed about 8 live trades. There were quite a few more than that available, but that's what I took live in the main room. I took 6 winning trades live, 1 break even, and 1 losing trade, so not a bad record for the day as far as live trading is concerned. But the PEDC, the Pulse Extreme Divergence Counts trade setup across gold, crude oil, and the DAX were absolutely stellar. We're talking about 90% winners today on in excess of 20 trades. So we're going to look at, just to keep things time a little bit down, we're going to look at the trades available in gold, and we're going to look at the trades available in the DAX. So often we do highlight the crude oil market because it is one of my favorites. So today we're going to leave that one off the list and highlight gold and the DAX. But there were more than 10 winning trades in crude oil today for the PEDC as well. So before we dive in and just highlight each of these trades, I want to teach it to you. Each and every Sniper Scalping Systems trade has been designed to be visual in nature. The way we've created these tools are such that they, when you know what you're looking for, they kind of pop off the chart at you. And they're very visual, and it helps it be easier to first originally learn the trade setup, and then second be able to harness its power by actually trading it because it's easy to identify. What's different about the PEDC than most recap trades that we've highlighted in the past is that it is not yet a fully automated signal. So you see these numbers 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then these pink arrows. Those were manually generated by me. Normally when we do a recap like this, like the standard sniper dots and the Pulse Extreme Line Cross blue and red arrows, those are auto-generated signal calling indicators. We haven't yet created an auto signal calling indicator for the PEDC trade setup. The bottom line comes down to I'm dragging my feet in doing it because it's so important and so valuable for sniper owners to actually learn what causes the trade setup to appear and to get so good at recognizing it they don't even need the indicator. And that's kind of why I'm taking my time, because we have a bunch of people right now really interested in this trade setup, and I want them to force themselves to train their eye to recognize these trade setups manually, because that'll put them so much further ahead of the game. Once we create that auto indicator, yeah, there's a lot of value to having it, especially from a backtesting standpoint, but it also can be a little bit of a crutch. So that's just why I haven't rushed out and created an auto indicator for this setup. So we're going to start and look at from 8:30 is when I start trading live each day, and we're just going to check out the trades that are available. So here's what we're looking for with a PEDC, a Pulse Extreme Divergence Count trades. We're referencing price bars in relation to the Pulse Extreme line, which is this black line that moves around here between the colored and the gray area. And what we're looking for is times when the black line or the price bars do the opposite of or something different than the pulse line. So we have 2 bars that closed up in a row, and the pulse line didn't move up at all. So that tells us there is downside divergence. The price action's trying to go higher, but the Pulse Extreme line is saying, you know what, I don't think this market wants to go higher. It's actually diverging to the downside. I think the odds favor the market going lower. And that's the basics of it. The Pulse Extreme Divergence Count can stretch over as few as 3 bars, like this example, or as many as 9 or 10 bars. But the majority of the examples are between 3 and 5 or 6 bars, and those are the ones mostly we'll see today. So what we have is 2 up closed bars. Over that period of time, the Pulse Extreme line doesn't move up at all. So it's 2 minus 0 moves up for the pulse line equals 2. And we have to have a PEDC count of at least 2 to have a trade. We do have a 2 count. Then we need a down close price bar and a down hook in the pulse extreme line. And that's where the trade triggers. We're going to get short at the open of the next bar. Boom, easy winner. Then we're going along, and if you train your eye and you watch, this bar closed, well, you'd be surprised. Those of you that are pulse owners but you haven't yet focused on this trade setup, just follow along and see how, relatively speaking, infrequent the PEDC happens. It seems like maybe it would happen more than it does. But as you follow along, how often does a +2 or more pulse count actually happen? And the reality is not very often. And when it does, it's telling us we got a trading opportunity. Okay, we got 3 up close bars here. Over the course of those 3 up close bars, we have only 1 move up of the pulse line. So 3 minus 1 equals 2, and that's what we need to have. We need to have a 2 pulse count. So this qualifies. Then we need a down close price bar and a down hook in the pulse line. We got it. We're short at the open of the next bar. Easy winner. The next time this happens is over here. We get 3 up close bars, and we only have 1 up hook in the pulse line. So 3 minus 1 equals 2. We're going to be short if we get a down close bar and a down hook in the pulse line. That's what happens. Boom, we are short for another nice winner. I think that's the 3rd win in a row. Moving on. So here's an example. This was close to being a trade. We got 2 up close bars. The pulse line didn't move up at all. We got a down close price bar, but we did not get a down hook in the pulse line. So there was no trade there. Okay. This was close to a trade. 2 bars closed down, but we had 1 move down. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So not quite a trade. You'd be surprised that it really doesn't happen as frequently as you would think. Okay. So that was 3 wins, I believe, right? Moving on. Our 4th trade came just after 9 o'clock here in gold. We had 2 up close bars, no up moves in our pulse line. 2 minus 0 equals 2, so we're good to go. If we get a down close price bar and a down hook in the pulse line, we do. We're short at the open of the next bar. Nice easy winner, 4-0. Quite a bit of price action coming in here, and none of this qualifies. Some of it, we had a couple of close ones, but nothing quite qualified. 4 down close bar, down close number 1, down close number 2, down 3, down 4 during the course of these bars, and this is over the course of about 6 bars, so this is spread out a little bit more. We have 2 down moves in the pulse line. 4 minus 2 equals 2. That's what we need. If we get an up close bar and an up hook in the pulse line, which we do, we're long. Nice easy winner. Okay, there wasn't a big win available there, only 6 or 7 ticks. That's winner number 5. Winner number 6, we get 2 up close bars, down close price bar, down close pulse hook, short at the open of the next bar, and a big winner there. That's winner number, what, 6 or 7? Okay, and then we come up with our first losing trade. 2 up close bars, no up move in the pulse line, down close price bar, down close pulse. Now, one of the things that I don't like about this trade setup, and some sniper owners will disqualify one like this, is you notice on all the other trade setups that we highlighted, the bars are really moving. Bar number 1 up close, bar number 2, they're spread out. And on this example, how they're really close together, there wasn't a lot of distance between the close of bar 1 and bar 2. That's a much lower rated setup, but nonetheless, a loser and technically a qualifying trade. And we actually have 2 losses in a row here that spread out over maybe 20 minutes. Okay, 3 up close bars. This one looks a lot better. Okay, this is a pretty good looking trade. It just doesn't work. We're not going to be 100% winners. So 3 up close bars and no up moves. So this was actually a +3 pulse count. Pretty strong. Okay, I think this was the one losing trade that I executed today live, if I'm not mistaken. It happened quick. We got into the trade and we were a loser in about 10 seconds. And if I'm going to lose, that's the way I like to lose. Quick and not painless, but at least it doesn't drag it out. So I believe that's 8 wins we were up to and 2 losses. So that's still 80%. And then we got a couple of more trades. 2 up close bars, no up moves. In fact, the whole time the pulse line is moving down. That's an even stronger level of divergence. Down close price bar, down hook in the pulse line, short at the open of the next bar. Nice winner, winner number 9. Winner number 10, we got 3 up close bars, only 1 up move in the pulse line. 3 minus 1 equals 2. That's what we need, is a pulse count of 2. We get a down price bar, down hook in the pulse line, short at the open of the next bar. Big winner available there. That's winner number 10. Winner number 11, 3 down close bars. A lot of up action here, so this is an even stronger level of divergence. Up close price bar, up hook. Nice win. Not a huge win, only about 8 or 9 ticks available there. That's winner number 11. That might have been the last trade of the morning. Yep, I think it was. So 11 wins, 2 losses in gold this morning from 8:30 till 11:30 or so. Let's go ahead now and bring the DAX over, and we'll highlight those trades as well. So there weren't any trades before 9:30 in the DAX. Between 8:30 and 9:30, there were no PEDC trades. So our first trade came in here at just after 9:30, 9:34. We have 3 up close price bars, only 1 up hook in the pulse line. We get a down close price bar, down hook, short at the open of the next bar. Big win. So if we were adding these together, that's winner number 12, 12 and 2. We got 2 more wins here on the sell side. The second one's a little unique, so I'll go through this carefully. The first one is right here, 2 up close bars, no up move in the pulse line. Then we get a down close bar, down hook, we're short, boom, and just get our 5-6 tick profit target. Then we get another opportunity to sell over here, and for this pulse count to work out and to be a qualified trade, we maintain the same count from way back over here. 1 up close bar, 2 up close bar, 3 up close, 4 up close, 5 up close, and over those 5 up close bars we have 1 up move, 2 up move, and 5 minus 2 is a +3 pulse count. So that's actually pretty strong. That makes this second trade even a little stronger than the first one. And you can see that's the way it works out with quite a bit more profit. Okay? So that was winner number 13 and 14 if we're running forward from the gold trades. Then we have 2 up close bars, no up moves in our pulse line, down close price bar, down hook in the pulse line, short at the open of the next bar. That's winner number, what were we at over there? We were 11, right? 11 and 2, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 15. And now we're up to winner number 16. 3 down close bars, 1 down move in the pulse line, 3 minus 1 is 2. We get an up close price bar and an up hook. We're going to have a buy at the open of the next bar. That's winner number 16. Winner number 17 is a sell. 3 up close bars, no up move in the pulse line, down hook, down close price bar, short, winner number 17. And then we actually have an opportunity to be a buyer. You can see our OS here is diverging to the upside significantly, and then we start noticing the pulse count is also diverging. 1 down close, 2 down close, 3 down close, only 1 down move in the pulse line. Let me add that 1. So 3 minus 1 equals 2. We have what we need for a possible buy, and then we need an up close price bar and an up hook in the pulse line, which we got. And that's winner number 18. Boom. Winner number 19, 3 down close bars, only 1 down move, 3 minus 1 equals 2. Up hook in the price, up hook in the pulse extreme line. Winner number, you know what, I lost count, so we're just going to keep going and I'll count them up at the end. Too hard to keep track. We got a buy here, 4 down close price bars as you can see, 2 down moves, okay, up close price bar, up hook, big win. So this is a unique and a little bit lower rated trade. Ends up being a great winner, but what makes it a little lower rated is the last 2 down closes also carry with it 2 down moves in the pulse line. Generally, that's not something that's ideal to have the last 2 moves be the ones that are not divergent. But nonetheless, it does qualify with a +2 pulse count. and is a winner. Moving on, just after 10:45, we have 2 up closed bars. This whole time, the pulse extreme line is moving down. So even though that's only a +2 pulse count, it's actually a strong signal because of the down moving pulse line, even though the price bars are moving higher. In other words, it's not flat like it often is. It's actually moving lower. We get a down closed bar, down closed pulse line, short at the open of the next bar. Nice win. And we got a couple of more trades, and then that's it for the day. 4 down closed bars just after 11:35. 1 down move in the pulse line. 4 minus 1 equals 3, so a little bit stronger pulse count. We get an up close price bar, up hook on the pulse line. Nice winner. And then the last trade of the morning, 2 up close price bars, no up moves. In fact, the pulse line is moving down the whole time, so a little bit stronger like we mentioned. Down close price bar, down hook on the pulse line, short, grind sideways a little bit, but then gives us a nice winner. Let's count all these up in the DAX. I think the DAX was perfect today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 winning trades in the DAX, 11 winning trades in gold, and 2 losses in gold. So that's 23 and 2. And then I know that there were 11 winning trades in crude oil with no losses. So that makes what? 33 and 2 for the morning for the PEDC. Now, is it always that sharp, guys? No, right? It's not always that sharp, but it is one of the more accurate trade setups that we do use here at the Sniper program, and it was an awesome morning for it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, found that valuable, and I hope to, if you're not a Sniper owner and you're just kind of watching from afar, I hope you decide to make that decision to come and hang out with us for 4 or 5 days in our live room and watch these trades happen live. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the live trade room. Take care.